Hello, everybody. Welcome to the next part of the Let's Play Kingdom Hearts 3. In this part, we're gonna beat this super boss here. That's about
Do
it.
it, Clucky Jr.
Clucky Jr.'s gonna do it. This might be a long battle.
I will be disappointed. Actually, here's my timer. As soon as you actually
Oh
have
no,
control.
it'll have a timer. It'll have a timer. Remember?
Oh yeah, it does. Never mind. I don't need it.
So here's it is: the Schwarzgeist.
Show us the health you're dealing against.
Actually, it doesn't do that bad of damage for this phase.
That's actually not abysmal.
Yeah, so this is a reference to a good game called Einhander for the PlayStation 1 that'll never, ever get remade. It is,
I have never heard of anyone, let alone Square Enix, reference it except for you. So I'm guessing that telling of how many people played it.
Yep, it was a PS1 game. It was a...
Ooh, that hurt you.
It's fine. I don't know why I was in the wrong spot. That's why you also get the repair kit, FYI, so then you don't have to deal with these problems. So our goal is to just beat this boss, honestly, and then get the Golden Highwind, and yep, all good there. So there's a specific spot, the spot that I'm currently in right now, that lets you dodge that laser attack that it uses. And this boss essentially just comes down to a battle between dodging shots and doing what's it called? Dodging shots and dodging that laser.
Yeah, as I say, your weapon starts again.
So if you are looking to A rank this, you need to destroy these discs here.
Which you should do anyway, because your lasers are going to be eating them up if you don't.
Yeah. Which, I mean, honestly, you don't have to aim them, like, forcefully aim them if you don't want to, like how I'm not right now, but...
but you can still see, like, they're still going after the discs. Not all of them. Some of them are going to the main boss, but...
So, the problem, unfortunately, though, with that, is they also shoot you when you're between the laser phases. Nothing shoots you during that phase. So the problem, though, with that, Mayo, unfortunately... is the fact that these things are very tanky and respawn insanely fast.
Yeah, they do. And that's why the boss takes a long time.
Oh, what hit me? Well, that's a death.
I didn't see either.
Triple
there
digits.
you go. You reached triple digits. Congratulations, you reached triple digits and you didn't even need the DLC to do it.
Yay! Yeah, I don't know what hit me there and killed me. Maybe I was sitting in a weird spot.
I didn't see it either. Maybe you like got lightly breezed by one of the discs or something.
They don't shoot you during that phase, though, is the weird part.
Well, something shot you. Because you didn't hit the laser.
So when it does this laser attack right here, nothing shoots at you. Yeah, see what hit me? At least they're not supposed to shoot at you.
Well, something was shooting at you during that phase still, and I'm pretty sure it came out of the disc.
I'm just gonna roll in place and see what happens. I seem to always get hit during those laser phases, which is bizarre though, because I've stood in place and have never been damaged before. So that's, I guess, another reason why I'm confused. Alright, well, I didn't get hit there, but there was also no discs. So.
Yeah, there's none of them left, so kind of a victory on that.
And if you destroy there's parts of the ship you can destroy. If you destroy them, the ship doesn't do whatever it's called. It doesn't shoot missiles out.
Oh.
Which honestly isn't even that effective because,
the missiles is honestly probably their least damaging attack.
Yeah. Okay, so they
you
actually...
You can stop from doing the laser rainfire. Like, that would be worth it.
So the rings actually do fire lasers, it looks like. It's just I never noticed them before. Or they fire them during the, what's it called? During this part right here, the laser part.
Yeah.
At least one seemingly shoots it. Or maybe it's because my lasers are focused on them. I'm not really sure. So the Ultima is doing a lot of work, FYI. If you want
absolutely, I can see it.
if you want the best like results for A ranking this, you don't want to let the lasers ever go off, and you just want to sit and spot and shoot. Otherwise, yeah, the Ultima will essentially do all your work. Because your comets will, if you just keep shooting in place, because I have a comet on also, your comet will shoot the rings, and that's good. I might just try to get an A rank, because this is going to be not a super duper long battle, but it's still going to take a little bit of time. I don't know what score you need offhand in order to A rank. I want to say it's 1,000,000, but I could be wrong.
It's close. You're going to get the A rank.
Yeah, more than likely. So I have done it for 17 minutes.
Your multiplier doesn't fall too.
Oh no, you can sit here for 17 minutes. Remember, you can still A rank.
Well, sure, but you're still expected to get a lot of the damage in early.
You're expected to, but it doesn't even matter. The multiplier can be at 0. I just need to destroy discs. I have no defense, but it's okay. If I honestly just constantly roll, I'm kind of in the clear. And then I just auto heal if I, get
go, Clucky, go.
Yeah, Ultima is gonna do like all of my damage, so I'm gonna kind of just take it slow here and get rid of the discs. Because by the time it goes into phase 2, because it does, in fact, have a second phase,
yeah, of course it does.
It's going to be harder to get an A rank at that point, because none of the discs spawn anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, once you get this guy down to about half HP,
Keyblade.
He does the laser phase twice over. I want to try to destroy these parts as fast as I possibly can. All right, let's take the time to destroy some of these discs, I guess.
Sure, why not? They're tanky, but they're not that tanky. I'm focusing on one. And just have to barely landing on him. How did that laser not hit you?
Remember how I told you that I've done this boss a few times and I kind of know how he works? Yeah, I know the spot to sit in. I was sitting in the wrong spot before because I was getting hit, and I was like, maybe the laser is hitting me weirdly, but it wasn't.
I mean, like the last time, like that laser was hitting you.
Right here, and I'll be safe. Because that spot right there saves you from both of the lasers whenever he inevitably gets.
Fine. I mean, last time the laser was going right down the middle, right through your ship.
Oh, that's because when he gets down to about half HP and he shoots 2 of the lasers at the same time, or 2, not at the same time, but 2 in a row, the laser slightly changes position.
It was.
Also, the hitboxes are just weird in this game.
Well, okay, yeah, fair.
I'm kind of destroying and taking some time to destroy it because I want to destroy these like parts really bad.
Fine.
Because I'm tired of the missiles coming out.
It's completely fair.
Let's just kill the boss really fast. Also, this is, like I said, this boss is a reference to an Einhander boss. This is not only did they remake it, but they remixed this theme. They like made a new variation of the theme. It's basically the same theme, but it's a really good theme. Oh god, the bloom is so bad. My eyes are also kind of tired, so it's like it's not helping with how bright it looks. Like I glance over at my monitor and I just see it being even brighter than what I'm looking at on my TV screen.
Oh, I bet like the discs are super bright, and then you look too much into the distance, you see the bright blue effect, and
The lasers are really bad too. I
well, it's a good
guess.
thing there's not very many of those, huh?
Yeah, I know, right? It's not that he spams it because it's his only proper attack.
Never, no, nah.
We got this. I can
I'm
hear
just
a
being sure,
different.
like, does Plucky have one of the weapons that allows you to boost to do damage? Some weapons will do that.
No,
I know I exploited that a lot when I fought it.
I'm assuming those are the melee weapons.
I don't think so. I think the ship I used had one. So I built mine. So I'm an idiot.
Because you didn't Google what is best ship, which
Yeah.
is Endymion, which is what we were using. I'm just beating this thing as fast as I can with the Clucky. If I don't A rank it, it's whatever. I'll just do it with the Golden Highwind.
Fine.
This is a particularly annoying boss to A rank, I'll be honest. And here's phase 2, which this could be bad if I get hit a lot.
Phase 2, if you don't have a laser weapon, I am so sorry phase.
More or less. Because whenever it sits in place, it's either about to dive bomb you so you can attack it for a brief moment, or it's shooting at you.
Yeah.
It's about to dive bomb me. It's shooting at me. Yeah, this part actually isn't as bad as I was expecting. This phase is usually easier, but I was just scared that it just might shoot me and kill me easily or something.
This phase isn't that bad.
Probably not going to A rank it, which is fine. There we go. Thermosphere.
We did it.
We did it. We the hidden trophy. Destroy the Schwarzgeist. Ow! Menace the ocean between Golden Highwind and the Schwarzgeist. And we get the tracking laser for killing him. That's the last thing I was missing.
Mm-hmm.
So now we just need Heartless Destroyer. Wait a minute. I'm still missing a special weapon? What special weapon am I missing? I must have to A rank one of these missions. Which, speaking of A ranking missions, I'm gonna we'll move on to synthesis actually, because I probably should.
All right. Well, I'll worry about it next part. That's fine.
So I'm gonna do myself a favor, and we're gonna go to San Francisco, because this stage seemingly is the one that has a lot of materials that you want. Well, this and the Caribbean, but San Francisco has them more readily available at the Battle Gate, like Wellspring crystals, stuff like that. Those are usually used to make things and blah 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 and yada 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 yada. What can I buy? It's letting me buy something.
Yeah.
Oh, it must be some Froststone, Frost Shards. Well, I hope you have something ready to look up, because we're gonna need to.
I got it up. Yeah. All right. So tell me what we need.
Well, first we're gonna get this Save the Queen plus for our good friend Dolan. That Blazaza Choker. I make everything that I can currently. I come across. Chain one of those.
Else
The star
doesn't look like
charm.
it. Oh, never mind.
And I guess let's start with Mega Elixir. So we need Wellspring crystals. Well, I know where Sinister crystals are, and we need Frost crystals and
Ross, so want to take a guess where the frost ones are?
they're probably from the big enemies in whatever the heck it's called.
What tier was it? Was it stone?
Crystal.
Just the.
I think it's from the
It
big
is.
enemies, but I can make them with Wellspring.
Yep,
crystals.
it's from the ice dragons.
Yep, but I can make them with Wellspring crystals, which again, this is why farming San Francisco, the Battlegate, is a very smart idea because you can accumulate a lot of those, and in turn, you can make a lot of crystals instead of having to like go to planets and constantly farming them out, hoping that you get them from places like Arendelle, which has like very few enemies that drop them as is. So let's make sure I have favorite deputy still. I do, but I do want to show off what the Oathkeeper does, and I also need to do its shot lock and what have you. Now let me give Donald his weapon. Here,
Hey, John, who
Donald.
likes more Panaceas?
Hey, he's been using them, apparently.
Yeah, apparently he's finding places to use them. Either that or he's wasting them.
Maybe he's selling them behind our back. Alright, now there's enemies that spawn here. So, Sun Ray Blast. Oh, hey, friend.
Oh,
And
hello.
Stellar Inception. I like how he teleported right in my face.
Oh yeah, made it so much easier.
And that's that. Now let me check our gummy phone real quick because now I need to see if that's all of the shot locks done. It's not. What am I missing? We're gonna have to figure it out during the minigame part.
Yeah.
Because apparently I'm missing something, and I don't know what it is, and it's driving me insane. But whatever.
We'll probably have to go through this like just before one of our parts, and
Yeah, we're definitely gonna have to do that because, like, I don't know what in God's name it could possibly be. Oh yeah, we need to go to Twilight Town for see if we can get the rest of the Classic Kingdom stuff there.
yeah, that too.
That. Maybe
to be fair, Classic Kingdom is a bit of a blip. We don't have to worry about it too. So to be fair, Classic Kingdom is kind of a blip for us. We don't have to worry about it too much.
Oh god, talk about Bloom and my eyes bleeding tonight.
Ah,
where's this building? It's over here. I didn't even have to look. The pretty neon. Granted, this is my fault.
you could come here during the day.
Exactly, I could have came here during the day. But it looks so pretty at night. Usually I like neon, but my eyes are tired tonight, so neon isn't really my best friend right now. I need to upgrade the favorite deputy too, because if I can do it, well, yeah, I mean, I'm gonna upgrade them all eventually, but I want to upgrade them soon, just so I can or the favorite deputy sooner.
Oh yeah, just because the lucky.
Yep. And no other reason. I need to remember to not use the hammer, hyper hammer. because it makes my thunder like fire in Kingdom Hearts 2.
Hmm.
Alright, where's the last like enemy? There it is. Hello, I'm pressing the jump button. Hello, controller. It's not the controller, it's this game.
Ah!
It doesn't work on base PS4, I'm telling you. Luckily, it doesn't do it in boss fights. That if it did, I would cry.
Ah. If it did, there would have been such a backlash against it.
Though I feel like I'm the only one that has this problem, because I swear to God I've Googled it and nobody else talks about it.
It might be a controller problem.
That's what you would think, right? But it happens with literally no other game. Not on PC,
Huh.
not on PS4. And it's
Okay,
whenever
you'll have to tell me if you get the bug there.
and for some reason it's whenever I like something is over the PS4 Lite, like the sensor. I don't think this game uses the sensor, does it?
I'm trying to think. I don't think so. Like the light bar? No, I don't think so.
Because like if I put my finger over the light bar, that it seems to consistently screw up in some shape and form.
Well, I know most games use that like just as where they send the signal. I learned that the hard way through the Uncharted collection, the brief time I spent playing that game. Because if it covers up, you can't move your character around at all.
Maybe they do it in this game, but I don't know why this is the only game that seemingly has affected me. That's the part that confuses me.
Yeah.
Oh, I actually grabbed an enemy. I don't know how many times
Well
I've
done.
actually grabbed an enemy with that move.
And you had a level up. Even better. And Baymax leveled up, which is even better than that. Sorry, Sora. You take second billing over Baymax.
It's true. There's 2 Baymaxes for a reason. Then again, there's a lot of Soras technically for a reason.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, are you sure you want to get into this rabbit hole?
I don't want to. I don't even want to think about it. I don't know what's worse, the fact that that's like true, or the fact that Nomura tries to imply that he's been implying it from the start. They're both terrible in their own way.
Oh no, he doesn't try to imply that he's known it from the start. He tries to imply that he's known it in Scheme Arts too. Basically the same thing, but not quite.
Yeah, I've had
from the start, give or take a few years.
I feel like he's partially truthful when he says that he's had the entire like.
Oh, I'm sure he's had rough ideas in his head, but
yeah,
come
exactly.
on.
But there's no way you're telling me he was like, yeah.
There's no way he has the full structure. He probably had a rough inkling, like fortune tellers long time ago, Keyblade. I'm sure he had that, but he probably didn't have details for any of that.
Yeah, he probably had the really basic outline of that. And then he was like, but what if we make it a mobile game and make it canon?
I mean, technically it was a browser game that was made canon first, and that's even worse.
Okay, yeah, he was like, what if we make a browser game and we make it
Also,
canon?
it was Japan only.
And only available
and it was still
in
canon.
Japan. Also, what if we make...
That was actually the reason they made the mobile game.
And then,
so they could have an excuse to release internationally.
And then what if we make what's it called? What if we make the voice actors say a line in the
orchestra,
and then we make it canon, and then we reference it in the game. It'll be really cool.
Only Kingdom Hearts.
As
everything is canon.
As like he smokes his blunt.
You can't tell me he doesn't.
And then he was like, "What were we talking about again?"
He strikes me as the kind of guy that would have done it once because he thought it made him look cool, and then he just couldn't bring himself to stop.
It's just been problematic.
Yeah.
Forever and ever and ever and ever. I think that's the last one I'll do for that, just to see where we're at with materials. Because I'm pretty sure, if I had to guess, a lot of these synthesis related stuff are going to come down to needing like crystal variants or like sinister gems
Yeah.
or something, because sinister gems are also not very
Yeah.
abundant.
We should really like put a priority on upgrading your Keyblade here, the deputy.
Yeah, which I should have honestly just done that. What's it called? Before I even went out here, but I mean, I'm strong enough where it's like I don't feel too bad. But I like
It doesn't
being
make a
extra
big
strong.
deal. It's just we're gonna have to upgrade these all at some point anyway.
I don't know how many are going to require like the wellspring crystal and stuff, anyways, for that, if any. All right, let's see if we can make some wellspring crystals or something, or not wellspring crystal. Let's see if we can make anything else that doesn't require the sinister gem. But I will need to take I'm gonna need a venture there anyway. So there's 2 warp points that I'm gonna be jumping between, because I know it'll work. Okay, apparently there's something new in this shop. Oh, it's the stuff I craft. I keep forgetting. Once you craft stuff, you can buy them, except for the really good stuff.
I mean, I can't craft 2 ultimate weapons.
The real question is, why can't I buy Damascus? I feel like I
can't
should.
do. I'm sure you should have hit the amount by now.
I don't have a pulsing crystal.
Oh,
I can't make it because I don't have a pulsing gem. But I can buy pulsing gems. See? I buy 10. And I don't need to do that. And then I go out, and then I make a pulsing crystal. I'll make 2.
There is an enemy that drops them, but they're only in Arendelle.
It's fine. I already made my pulsing crystal. It doesn't matter.
Okay.
And then, what was I making again? Oh, yeah, I was upgrading my favorite deputy. Done.
Yeah.
There we go. Keyblade is at its strongest.
There you go. Perfect.
Oh yeah, frost crystal. Let me make that real quick. I'll make 2 because again, probably gonna need that. Back out real quick. And let's see if I can make anything. What's this? Lucid crystal. I need 2 of them.
Oh, lucid crystals.
I can.
I feel like you can buy lucid crystals.
You can't buy any crystals. You can buy gems. I can't buy lucid gems. You know what? We should probably work on those too. Well, you know what? Let's work on those collector goals real quick, or those first, because I feel like it's gonna make this much easier if I can just buy some of these materials.
All right, go down and tell me the ones you have to get in their quantities. I'll write it down.
20 blazing gems.
20 blazing gem.
20 frost gems, because of course.
Oh, let it go! Sorry, I can't say anymore.
20 lucid gems.
Okay.
20 Twilight gems.
And then big surprise, the Sinister stuff.
And then Sinister Shards and Sinister Stones.
30 Sinister Shards and 25 Sinister Stones.
Oh, 25 Sinister Stones. I guess let's go from the top. So
so blazing first.
Where do I get them?
Blazing gems is whatever that thing is, and those are definitely Caribbean, but they're also not very common. You're probably better off with this thing. So where did they show up? They are Olympus? Okay, I guess they're Olympus.
What are they?
They're called Vermilion Samba. It'll probably be easier if I just post the pic. page for you so you can see what they look like.
Probably.
These things.
I don't know where they appear. In Olympus. Do they appear?
Yeah, apparently they show up in Olympus, Twilight Town, Toy Box, Monstropolis. Oh, they show up in Monstropolis? To Monstropolis, so you can get Sinister Stones.
Oh. Yeah. I burped. It was disgusting.
Yeah, because like if you go into stats, it'll tell you all the worlds they show up in, but it doesn't say where in the world.
Oh, I think it's they pop up on the rail sections.
Maybe. It would make sense for them to show up in the area that was on fire, too.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. It's if they don't show up in that section, I know for sure. I'll do a sweep of the level.
Oh, yeah, sure. Because you still get the Sinisters.
Yeah, exactly. I do. Well, the best part you're gonna find the Sinisters are in the very last area, and you just keep reloading it. I remember because that's how I did it before. But you can also get a Sinister Crystal. There's a big dude that spawns here.
Yeah, this one.
Oh.
Blue Mike was asking, you can help. Okay, there you go.
And he gave me a Sinister Stone. How nice.
Oh, okay.
That
is one of them that you needed, so.
I don't even know if I can even make a Sinister Crystal. Like, I don't know if that's a thing that's makeable.
Right now, it doesn't matter. We just need the 6.
We need 6?
Well, 6 types. The Blazing Frost, Lucid, Twilight, and 2 Sinisters.
Yeah. Those are for infinite gems and stuff. Though.
Yeah.
I was thinking about crystals, though, because I don't know if you can make Sinister Crystals, because I need to make Sinister Crystals. I don't know if that's going to have to be something I have to farm. I don't know if those are farm exclusive or what's the deal. All right, let's see if these dudes pop up here. Yep, they do. Blazing Stone. That's what I'm looking for. The gems. Yeah, okay. So they pop up here. Probably along with the electric guys, if I had to guess.
Mm-hmm. I never noticed now how silly Blue Mike Wazowski's portrait looks.
You're right, it does look silly.
I live for it.
Looks like he's gonna cry. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. I thought that was skip scene. They actually might spawn here too, with all these little bunches of enemies. That was a pulsing crystal.
Oh, okay.
Oh, well, okay.
Don't need it.
These guys are the fire dudes.
Okay.
I wonder, actually. Can I just go back and forth between this door and that?
You might be able to. Is that how this works?
Damn! That was a brilliant idea on paper. So I was about to say I could just keep going back and forth between that and then just get the gems over and over and over again until I inevitably had enough. If this was anything like Kingdom Hearts 1 with whatever it's called, with the Encounter Plus. Honestly, Encounter Plus I'm surprised hasn't been a staple in this series. It's a really good it's really good in general. I guess some blazing gems.
Like at least for the games that have a bunch of Sinisters like this, like none of the other games really do though. Like it's like for example, like Birthplace Leap has it doesn't have Encounter Plus, but it has a similar effect where like you'll get higher drop rates that you can force, and you can force it down to basically guaranteed for every enemy.
Yeah, well, I was gonna say for the thing is for Birthplace Leap is enemies respawn by room.
That too. Thankfully.
Yeah,
considering all the other terrible things they do to you.
Yeah, if it's not a default feature in the game, I feel like it should be a what's it called? I feel like at the very least it should be I definitely meant to counter that. It should definitely be something like Encounter Pluses in Kingdom Hearts 1. Because it's really nice. Not only do you get a lot of EXP, but you get more synthesis. But if you're playing on hard difficulties, I can see how that can be annoying. That's why you gotta make it an option. Hopefully that's enough blazing gems. I still have to clean sweep this area, but I'm hoping I don't. The less time I have to farm like these smaller enemies that are probably way harder to find, the better.
Well, go turn him into the next Moogle you see, and we'll find out.
Can't remember if one pops up in this next room we're going to, or the room after. I guess it's the room after.
It's after.
This place has a lot of like save points, I feel, but like not a lot of Moogles to make up for it.
Mike Wazowski just fell straight on the ground. There wasn't an enemy around or anything. They just slipped.
Look, it happens to the best of us.
Oh yeah, of course. You telling me you haven't just been running around somewhere and you just slipped on your back?
No. Yes.
You sound very confused.
I mean, I am playing Kingdom Hearts after all.
Oh, so it's in season. Good.
There's going to be some dudes here. I think these big guys have the higher chance of dropping Sinister Gems, but I do think you can still get like Sinister Shards from them, and I think some of the lower these lower moves here. One just gave me a Sinister Gem. I think it's just a much lower chance.
The stone.
Oh yeah, I'm looking for the stones, not the gems. I already have gems.
Yeah, no, you already have gems.
It's shards and
gems. And stones.
Which is very backwards. Usually you get those last or first.
But there's your Moogle.
Sinister Stones are done.
Sinister Stones? Okay.
Just Sinister Stones, unfortunately.
Yep. Well, at least you got one of them.
I guess the Sinister
you have your shards as last.
Yeah, which is backwards, but I'm not too surprised because the small dudes randomly appear as is, or not randomly, rarely appear as is. There's one spot post level that they spawn, or like one spot that they spawn in bulk, and that's an area that was like on fire during the main story. I don't want to use Hyper Hammer. You can't make me. Did they even give them much EXP? Did they give me anything I need is the true question. I like how Mike Wazowski, FYI...
They might drop Frost Gems, although probably not. No, they don't drop Frost Gems. Those guys are worthless.
Yeah. They drop anything?
I don't know what their variant is called in this game. They renamed them all like Malachette Borea Yellow. What? That's the green sorcerer type guys now. What?
That cast Arrow?
Yeah.
I don't know why they changed them. They're literally like the exact same concept. It's just like an upgraded variant, essentially. Like, call it the same thing. Who cares? You already have like power wilds and stuff back in the game. Like, what do you lose at that point, you know?
Are they still called Power Wilds, though? I'm not sure.
I would assume. They might not be, but I'd assume they're still called them that. Or still calling that.
I'm not seeing Power Wild anywhere on the synthesis list.
Maybe they just don't drop anything because they suck. Or maybe they were...
They are not on the list.
Maybe they just call them Monkey now. I would be okay with that.
Monkey.
Yep, just calling him Monkey. I do love me some Monkey. What can I buy now? What the heck did I make? I genuinely just forget things that I make. Oh wait, no, it's I can buy Sinister Stones. Yeah, okay. The real question is, I wanted to check real quick. Can I make Sinister Crystals? Because if not, that's going to be annoying. Ugh, I can't. We're going to have to
There's
live.
Power Wild. It
Ah!
drops one item in the whole game.
Oh,
Pulsing Stone.
oh, the thing that, like, these guys drop.
Oh, yeah.
Or these guys drop Soothing. They drop one of the two.
Must be Soothing because they're not on here.
I don't need a Sinister Stone. Yeah, if I'm not mistaken.
By the way, they were renamed to Marine Rumba, by the way. I don't know what world they thought that made more sense.
Are you talking about the water guys?
Yes.
Oh, yes, Marine Mamba. My favorite. I just killed the Marine Mamba.
Not Marine Rumba.
Rumba, sorry. They're still named like after musical stuff too, so it's like, yeah, it makes it even weirder for me. Okay, there's no fire enemies that spawn here, it looks like, anymore. What about the other guys? No.
Yeah, like they could have just kept it as Blue Rhapsody. Nobody would have batted an eye, but no.
No, the blue Rombos.
No, they're Marine Rumbas. No.
No, they're the Marine Blangos.
They're the Marine Mangoes?
Of course. Thanks, Donald.
I see.
Sinister! The real question is, can I get any Sinister
Shards? Yeah. Yeah, Shards is what you need.
Oh yeah, I got a gem.
Okay, it's nice and all, but we need Shards. Also, you still need the Blazing Gems too.
Yeah, I have an idea on how I'm gonna farm things. I'm gonna be cycling through 3 save spots instead of 2. Ooh, I think these are the fire guys. I can't tell. They look pink. Well, they didn't give me what I wanted anyways.
Nah. Well, there's only 2 of them, and they're far away from a warp point, so...
Yeah, it's not the one that I was thinking of. It just so happened that 2 spawned.
Yeah, fair.
To be fair, though, the warp point that I am going to have enemies spawn on, or those dudes spawn on, isn't really... There's not really a lot of them. But we'll see. All right. Do these guys really not drop blazing gems? Oh, Sinister Crystal. Do these guys drop Sinister Shards? Like little cannon dudes.
Somebody has to drop it.
It's probably literally just going to be like the Shadow Unversed. And again, they only spawn in one tiny area, which we're about to come up on.
Mm-hmm.
What is happening with my camera?
Who knows?
It's that controller problem happening again. I'm telling you, dude. It's so weird. These guys, see, this is the only spot that they conveniently spawn.
Well, you did get a shard. You got 2 shards.
And then you would farm, I think, the, what's it called? The gems or the stones or whatever right there.
Yeah, makes sense.
You know what could be happening?
30 Sinister Shards.
You know what could be happening, and why my control, or why the controls actually derp out like this? This would make sense. It could be the levels maybe loading or something is loading or rendering, and I'm using a second hard drive, and maybe my second hard drive isn't being fast enough, and it's messing with the controls.
Possible?
Why did
No.
oh. Well, I want to quickly get this out of the way because these dudes are probably one of the more ones that are out annoyingly out of the way.
Yeah. Sooner you can finish Sinister stuff off, the better. You'll have
Yeah,
more freedom to get the other stuff.
exactly. Precisely. Though I wonder how many gems I have. I'll have to check how many are just in my storage alone. Can you drop a Sinister Shard? No. Hey, look at a lucky emblem. Oh, these guys drop Wellspring too? Like, I don't need those.
Yeah.
Like, why? Why does everything drop like Wellspring stones?
Impulsing. Who knows? You're gonna have 99 Wellsprings by the end of this.
I'm pretty sure if
The,
you saw...
the Moogle's just gonna refuse to take them. Like, no, I don't want them anymore. You keep them.
Yeah, seriously, like, I swear.
I built my third home out of Wellspring crystals.
There's so many Wellspring, like, things that drop them. Like, in this stage alone, like, almost everything has dropped a Wellspring crystal, I swear. Let's also look at the storage for our Sinister Shards, see how those are looking.
Yeah.
Alright, so...
Being a materialist, right?
Blazing Stone...
Blazing Gem is what we need.
Where the heck is my Blazing Gem? Oh, it's right there. Okay, so I have 10 in the storage. I need 20.
Yeah, so you're halfway there on that.
Where's
What about Frost Gems?
Oh, Frost Gems, yeah. 3.
We'll just go through
That's
all of them.
great.
Amazing. Lucid Gems?
I think that's near the bottom. Oh, wait, no, it's up here. Lucid Gems. Ooh, 2.
Even better. Twilight Gems? You have 8. I saw it.
8, and then Sinister Shards, I have
Shards.
9.
You need 30.
I don't know if you need to hold them. Do you know if you need to hold them? Is it one at a time, or is it just cumulatively?
I'm sure it's cumulative. Otherwise, it would be almost impossible because the Moogle takes them from you whenever you talk to it.
Well, that's what I mean, though. He takes it, but it doesn't mean necessarily use it. Like that material list is all
True.
like deposited stuff.
I couldn't answer that part.
You should.
For now, I'm gonna say we need to act like it's a list. I doubt anybody's actually bothered checking because nobody uses the list.
I guess we'll find out pretty
One.
soon with these Sinister. What's it called? The Sinister Shards, because this is no joke the best spot to get them. You just keep doing this over and over again.
Now, come to think of it, why are you able to load in out of this zone, but you couldn't before with the doors? So it's still one area.
Well, maybe they loaded that entire area or something up. Like the whole door vault section. And then the whole outside section's probably one big zone sort of thing.
Could be.
That's all I could think of. Which, remember, I don't even think. Thinking's chumps. You know what sucks too? These guys barely drop. Is there something that increases my luck in general? Like, is there like an accessory or something?
I guarantee you there is. Almost certainly.
Sinister Shard.
We're gonna get rid of the blueprint crap. There has to be more to it than just using Lucky Deputy.
Yeah, there's probably some accessory that uses it, and I would.
Well, there's something called the Lucky Ring.
I was about to say.
That's probably it.
I was genuinely about to say I think it has Lucky in its name. And then you got the answer. I'm not holding
There's
forward.
also support ability, just Lucky Strike, which I guarantee you already have equipped.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure I have it on my friends. I do. Let me see if I have any of the. They're accessories, I'm assuming.
I believe so.
Anything called Lucky? Lucky Ring.
There you go.
I wonder where you even get it from.
Hmm.
Where do you get the Lucky Ring, man?
One of the Master Metals has Lucky Strike as an equipment ability too.
One of the Master Metals?
Yeah.
I thought they're not called Master Metals. It's called something else, I think.
Oh yeah, we ran into
Because we
some
tried to get one and
shenanigans.
I didn't get it. Let's see. I'm just gonna look at the right to see if I see.
Is that Master's Necklace? Is that the bottom?
It's MP Haste.
Oh, then no.
Thunder, Damage Siphon,
No,
MP Walker. It
no,
doesn't look like I have anything else.
no.
Where the heck do you get that Master Necklace? We thought we got it from. We were supposed to get it from that one mini game, but we never got it.
Yeah. Maybe we did, and it was just localization translation goof. It doesn't even say which one to get. It just says one of the Master Metals has Lucky Strike as an equipment ability. Also, apparently, second form has Lucky Strike tied to it.
Yeah,
Although then you would lose favorite deputy, so it's not really worth it.
yeah. Not only would I have to actually go the extra effort mile to do that, but yeah. Suffice to say, so I don't think it's worth it. Right, let's deposit some of these and see if it. Nope, nothing yet. How many Sinisters do I even have? Because this is obviously going to take the longest of the bunch because they're in one tiny little spot. 15? Okay, that's not too bad, I guess.
What's the thing that gives you Arrow Siphon? Because that's the thing that should be the Master Metal.
I will check after the game takes a moment to load.
Oh, you wouldn't have it anyway.
Why not?
Because the Master one that has Lucky Strike is from getting a high enough score in Verum Rex.
Oh my god, of course.
I mean, we could make the next part after this mini games.
Yeah. Because what I'm probably going to do to finish off this part is I'm more than likely just going to get all the blazing gems and these, maybe not even the blazing gems. I'll probably just get these Sinisters out of the way, and then after I'm done getting the Sinisters, I'll likely move on to the next part because it's at 53 minutes and I don't want to sit here forever.
There's 12 Master Metals. Ah!
Are they actually all called Master Metal? Or are they just
Apparently.
Master X? Like how I had the Master Necklace?
You tell me. This is what I see on the page.
I don't think it's an accessory. You don't have proof. Let me look real quick. Like Master Ring.
Look for the one that says Arrow Siphon, because that's the one you get from the Flash Tracer. Or Thunder Siphon, one of the two. MP Haze? What? None of them have MP Haze.
You said Arrow Siphon?
Yeah, Arrow or Thunder Siphon. Be one of those two.
I'm not even seeing Siphon mixed in with any of these. Dark Siphon? I have
Oh,
that. That's a star medal. They're star medals. They're called star medals here. It is
okay.
it is a different translation thing, I think. Because you see three different ones: Dark Siphon,
Yeah.
Wizard's Ruse, Blizzard Blues.
It's the Wizard one. Wizard's not on here. Neither is the Dark. There's something screwy going on.
Yeah, definitely.
Or oh no, Star Metal's a different thing. It's a different item.
Do I have to do those like a third time then? Like, will I have to do the we'll have to do those mini games a third time over?
Possibly. We'll see. We'll decide on that after we finish recording here because I think we're gonna need to give this our full attention.
Yeah, I now we're confused. What does it
Because
say? How
now
do you get
apparently you have
okay?
none of
How do you
these.
get the star medal and how do you get the master medal?
Master Medal is a medal you get as random reward for getting A or B ranks on various mini games. While the Star Medal is given as a random reward for getting A ranks on various mini games.
So master
So you did
medal.
too well.
So master medal is random.
They're both random.
They're both random. I have no master medals though. Does that mean I
Yup.
could? Does that mean I could, in theory, farm one minigame? Oh, that's annoying. Oh my god, can we not make that a thing? I know we got the
Well, considering
four.
how you would have to grind Verum Rex of all mini games
I know.
in
I
order to get
know.
all those lucky strikes.
I do know we got out of our went out of our way to do what's it called to get like the force clasp and whatever. But like at least I didn't have to do things a million times over. Can you get out, please? Can you please get out of the ground? Oh,
Just cast water.
I can't.
Ah,
Thanks, Goofy. He didn't even drop me anything. But thank you, Goofy, for getting him out of the ground. I think he got him
thank
out
you
of the
for being
ground.
goofy.
Shield slide gets him out of the ground, apparently. I don't understand. I'm just my brain can't comprehend why getting these two things is random and different. It's stupid.
One of these
Especially,
is for Frozen Slider too. You definitely should have that one.
yeah, I did that one multiple times. So, okay, the real question is, what are the stats they give? Sinister Shards
They're
down.
not great, but they're not terrible. Except for the funny enough, the Lucky Strike one actually has a plus 12 AP, which is pretty good.
Plus 12 AP. Yeah, but after a while, you're not going to need AP. That's good for early game and early game
Yeah.
only.
Yep.
If you're getting level 99, it becomes useless.
Yeah, unfortunately, most of the others have like plus 1 strength, plus 1 magic, plus 6 AP.
So they literally suck outside of these very select few abilities, and some of them there aren't even like
Yes! Welcome to Accessories in Kingdom Hearts.
that's so dumb that they take so much. We need to quickly. Ooh, wait, this guy dropped like a ton of stuff. Please tell me one of those were crystal, sinister crystal, please.
Wellspring, 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 Wellspring.
Nice.
Says, okay, you got one.
I need to see.
Wellspring.
I need to see how many of these are require sinister crystals because that's gonna be annoying.
Okay, there's 2. Well, now you only have 1.
I'm just looking at sinister crystals and
That's
sinister crystals
fine.
only. I don't care about anything else at the moment. Sinister stones and shards. Sinister stones and shards. Sinister stones and shards. Sinister crystal, petite ribbon. I already have that made though. Another sinister one. Okay.
Mm,
Still looking for Sinister Stone gem. Hello, I'm pressing down on the D-pad. Twix. Okay, so I think I'm done with Sinister Crystals. Thank the Lord.
Yeah.
That means I can quickly do my the other thing. So get these
The
get those
blaze.
blaze gems real quick, and then we'll call the part after there. And then in the next part, we'll more than likely be doing at least one Verum Rex, maybe some other mini games. There's not too many. It's not going to take a full part, anyways.
Yeah, all that really is left is Verum, the Festival Dance. What else even is there? Those are the only two I really. I'm looking at the list. Literally half this list is Festival Dance and Verum Rex.
Maybe that's all that there really is left.
And then the other half is stuff we've already done, like Flash Racer or the slide.
That makes this whole Star Metal, Master Metal thing that much more infuriating to me. Whoever did that is a jerk. Oh, no gems. Come on.
Oh.
Again, no gems. I think like 4 pop up right here, though. Oh, no, never mind. Gem, nice.
There you go.
I had like 8 of them, right?
Something like that. I think you had 9 before.
See, this is where a ton of them spawn, right there.
And you got 1 for all that. Congratulations.
Thanks, I did so much work. And we're going down. I think the Moogle is pretty close to this, I think. Yeah. Right?
Oh.
Yeah. Oh! Sky spawns right here.
Oh, well, okay.
If I knew that, I probably would have went back and forth till I got all the Sinister Crystals I needed, but whatever.
I'll use this now.
What do you mean? I can get so many Sinister Gems? Sorry, Wellspring Gems. That's what I meant to say.
Yeah, that's what you really need. Yeah, for silly me.
It's truly what I need. Blazing Gems are done.
Blazing Gems, okay, mark it off.
So that means all I need now are the Frost Gems, Lucid Gems,
Frost,
and Twilight.
Lucid, and Twilight, and Sinister.
But I already have
Sinister Shards.
I have Sinister done.
You have both of them done?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you just got the stones.
No, I got the Shards.
Oh, okay.
Right. Let me make sure. I need to be certain now. Yeah.
Okay.
So I can buy them from the shop now. Is there anything I can quickly synthesize before I end off the part? Anything new? Probably not.
Of course not. Well, see y'all next time when we do something.
Yeah, see you all next time where we probably do those few mini games. And then what's it called? And then probably back to getting the last few collector goals, and then doing the rest of the synthesis stuff. And I might do the gummy stuff, like one gummy thing on the side if I can, 1 or 2. But that'll be for the way end. So yeah, see you guys
there
next.
actually isn't that much gummy anymore.
Yeah, I just need to finish off getting the A ranks, getting to level 99. That's basically
the simple
literally it. Yep. And getting that last
the last get X number Heartless.
Yep. And apparently kill or getting that stupid thing I need, the like last special weapon, which apparently I'm missing. I don't know what that's about,
yeah,
but
we'll figure that one out
I'm
later.
just assuming that it's still tied to like some encounter I needed to get an A rank on. So yeah, see you guys the next time where we next part where we do that. So thank you all for watching. Chicken tenders?
All toasters toasters.
Blue Mike Wazowski.
Blue Mike Wazowski!